Hey, I just wanted to say hello before we get the video started and mention this is a new idea of mine. I'm going to start doing these. They're called weeknight meals. Basically, it's just going to be me getting in the kitchen, doing what I normally do for myself and putting it on camera. So this is going to be the very first of these. I would like to ask also, if you would do me a favor, at some point when this video is over and you're finished watching it, click the links down there in my description box. You're going to find my website. You're going to find out a lot more about me. There's a link there for you to have direct interaction with me through Wisio and some other really cool stuff. So please take a look at that. I would really appreciate it. My merchandise is on my website, S.A.Trotter.com. But you're here to watch a cooking video, so let's get on with it, okay? This is me doing a weeknight dinner. And I decided it would be fun to just film some of the dinners that I cook in the evenings for myself. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And so what I'm doing here, tonight I decided I wanted to do beef tips and rice. And I have some partially frozen sirloin. Pretty good sirloin. This is, I believe this is, if I'm saying it right, Angus, there we go. Yeah, I believe we got some Angus beef here, and we're going to use this to make really good quality beef tips. And what I'll do is I'll just cut usually some thin strips in the neighborhood of about, an eighth of an inch wide, something like that, quarter to an eighth. And then I'll cut those down. And I'll say this, if you're using frozen meat, big deal. In a dish like this, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so enjoy that. This is a great way to just pull one off, after work or whatever. And this is, by the way, this is kind of my after work meal. That's what I'm doing right here and now. So these, okay. Now, there's a couple of different ways I've made this dish before. Sometimes I'll use onion. I'll put an onion in the bottom of the pan and start by cooking it, and then add the beef in there and do my beef tips and rice like that. Sometimes not. This time I'm not putting an onion in. I've got the onion, I'm just not putting it in tonight. So that's the thing, is sometimes you just gotta go with what you want at the moment. And so here's a good example of exactly the size of piece I'm going for. Just that right there. It doesn't have to be big. And I find when they're small like this, this really works well. Probably a little better than the larger chunks. But you make yours whatever size you want. Remember, this is just, hey, this is weeknight cooking. That's my phone going off, and I'm ignoring it. That's the reality of this. Okay, so, and that's the thing, is I wanted to do this as single camera, no frills, no special cuts, edits, or anything. This is just how I cook, all right? Boom, so there's my meat. I got some broccoli already cut. I always lay out my ingredients every time. It's just part of good cooking technique. Certain things I'll measure out, like my rice is already done, this is already done, that's done, before cooking starts. This stuff I just sprinkle in as I go, or pour in, or what have you. I need this sucker hot. The center burner is the closest thing I have to an actual commercial burner. And it is about the same heat. It is absolutely ferociously hot. All right, now, this I need in there, but me not thinking. Put some oil in there. I want to turn that down a little bit. Like I said, this burner is just quite effective. Get this beautiful aroma of the olive oil popping up on me. All right, it's pretty simple right there. This cook is easy enough. All I'm focused on here is cooking the beef, okay? And the whole cook on this usually takes, roughly an hour, sometimes an hour and 20 minutes, just depending on the day, the weather, and you know, how hot I have the burner, I guess. So don't make it hard. Put your beef in there. Back here, I have another pan. I was just getting ready to put some salt in it. I've got some butter in there. It's for my rice. Doesn't take much. Less than a half a teaspoon of salt. I've got a cup of water, and I'm using half a cup of rice. There's only 2 of us. A half a cup of rice will produce a perfect amount of rice for the 2 of us. And don't have to worry about having extra left over or any of that. So it's not a mess or anything. This right here, I started with just a little over a pound. It was about a 1.17 pounds of sirloin, and that was a choice sirloin. Welcome to the way I cook, ladies and gentlemen. Now my rice I'm in no rush on, okay? And if you're wondering how I'm going to be cooking the broccoli, it's very simple. As soon as the rice comes to a boil, I pour the broccoli in, put the lid on, lower it to simmer, and when the rice is done, 15 minutes later, so is the broccoli, and that's a perfect accompaniment to what I'm about to make here. So I'm going to do a gravy with this as I'm cooking it. The whole idea is beef flavor all the way through. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I've just been off in the other room doing my own thing. This has been doing its thing, so some of it is still a little pink in the middle, that which is on top. But down in here, you know, I've got this beautiful condition. It's really beautiful. I'm going to bring the camera a little closer so you can see right down inside of it. Alrighty, there we go. You're seeing exactly what I do. Look at that in the bottom. All of this beautiful beef gravy, this natural juice. That's nothing but pure flavor. I put about half a teaspoon of salt on that earlier, just a very small amount. So at this point, and this is right where I want it, okay? I'm losing all of my pink. I've just got bits and pieces of pink here and there. Nothing substantial. Go ahead and open up my beef broth. And something I want to mention is I like to, like I said, use about 3/4 of this. This is going to sit here and reduce. So I'm taking meat that's already super tender, and I want to cook it down even more until it's just ridiculously tender. All right, it feels like I've got about, 1/3 to a half of a carton left. There we go. So I'll just kind of guess it. As you get better at cooking, you'll be fine doing that. See how deep that is now? All right, look at that. You can see with my spoon real easily. Okay. Now I'm in no rush to do the rice. What I've already prepared for the rice, that salt, water, butter, can just sit back there and it will do its own thing. It'll soak up some of the heat from this. The butter will probably melt partially, and that's that, you know. As soon as this comes to a boil, bubble, then we're going to be putting a lid on it. Now, let me get a little bit more salt here, not much. Okay, there we go. I've got, here we go, garlic powder. Yay. Be kind of easy-handed on that garlic powder right there. You see me measuring it? No, here's the onion powder. You can actually use a little more onion powder than you do garlic powder. And I've got here some what they call seasoned pepper. Wonderful. Hey, there it is. All I have to do is cover this, let it simmer down. That takes about an hour. Not a big deal. Like I said, I'll bring it to a boil first. Okay, come back in the room and it's up and boiling nice and pretty. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll turn that heat way down. So I'm going to drop it down all the way to the lowest setting. give that time. Now this thing will automatically steam out just enough. I've got a little steam hole right over here, and it'll vent some off of the edge. I'm wanting to get a lid for that, so later when I cook it, it'll be quick and easy. Set my timer, 1 hour to cook running. I just go in the other room, grab something to drink, enjoy life. Alrighty, take a look. If you notice, you can see the beef sticking out through there. You can see how deep it is now in comparison to where it was before. So I've cooked out about almost half of the liquid that I poured in there. This is doing just fine. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. Turning on that back burner so that I can get my rice all up and cooking. This is simple enough. Just turn that on until it comes to a boil. Put my rice in there. As soon as it comes to a boil again, I'll hit it with the broccoli and then cover it and let it do its thing. All right, and on this of my initial hour, looks like there's about 8 minutes left. That tells you about how long. All right, let's check back here. That's just beginning to boil, okay? Which is just perfect for me. I'll go ahead and pour that in there. We're just going to bring it back up to a boil. There we are. One thing I do like to use when I am cooking rice is I will use basmati rice. I don't know if you've ever used it yourself, but if you haven't, definitely give it a try. A couple little brown specks of I don't know what and don't care. They're gone. All right. In addition to all that, need to pour up a little bit of this beef broth. I'm going to be using that for my thickener. Right there. I want this to have a little more, you know, not a big deal. That rice will be boiling again in just a moment. Alright, that was my timer on that for 1 hour. So we're doing just fine. And when that rice cooks up, it's not going to be a problem. It ends up taking about 12 to 15 minutes total for basmati rice. So it cooks quick and easy. The broccoli that I'll be putting in it will release some moisture. So it's a good thing. You want to watch that so it doesn't boil over because it's still on high. Now my thickener, all I'm going to have to do is just mix in some cornstarch with this. It only takes about a tablespoon to maybe a tablespoon and a half. Now this, I'm going to go ahead, put my thickener in here. And I like to do that in the last 10-15 minutes of cooking. I do that on purpose. And that allows me to cook out anything that might be an unusual flavor from what I'm doing. Very simple. When you first start mixing cornstarch, it doesn't want to. It's going to kind of clump on the bottom. Just ignore it and keep pushing against it gently. And eventually it'll just break loose, and there it is. All right. Bring that back up to a boil. It's going to turn into a wonderful gravy. I've got this back here coming and doing its thing, so it's going to cook nice. And I'm reducing the temperature on it. I'm going to cook that rice on low. And this right here, it's also still on low, but it won't take it long to come up and do its thing. So folks, this is just, like I said, I was including you in what I do for dinner. This is what I do for dinner. This is how I do it for dinner. As you see, there's no trying to keep anything clean or anything. It's just, this is the way folks cook. So nothing more to this. There is one thing I want to do, and that is I want to get right down in here, the same fork that I used for the rice. Not a big thing. Look at that. Thickened up nice, didn't it? I'll get just a little bit of that. We'll taste it. Delicious. Delicious, delicious. I'm going to add a little of this. It's got some acid in that Worcestershire sauce that'll really help this pop. Right there. Okay. And generally, once I make an adjustment on the dish, sometimes I'll taste it a second time. Like I'm going to, before I rinse this spoon, I'm going to taste that a second time and see if I like what I got. And it's mostly that right there. I need to taste that gravy. All right, my timer just went off. And I had just checked this right before that. So the rice was looking beautiful. I should say rice and broccoli, since it's a beautiful combination of both. It's hard to beat a deal like that, isn't it? And of course, I don't mind a little, if a little rice gets into my other pan, that won't hurt a thing. Now, who doesn't just love beef tips and rice? And when you can just throw it out there like that. Easy, quick, delicious, fun to make. It's one of my favorite dishes. I've got to try this now. All right. Exactly what I was wanting. Easy, delicious, and it's fun. I hope I helped you out. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a fun recipe. Give it a shot. No, I don't have the printed recipe anywhere. I hope you were keeping up. If you like this kind of video, let me know. A little different way of doing this. Single camera, a little more fun. Folks, this was enjoyable. I have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. So if you would, give me a shout out down below in the comments. Give me a thumbs up so this video does well in the rankings and it gets more views and I can do a lot more. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your beef. Go to my channel, my website. The links are down in the description box. Come on, see, I've been drinking too much. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah.